Hi, I'm Margit Gantt, and I am the Vice President of the International Communities of Ensenada. I have been living here in Ensenada for 40 years, which is half my life, and I am so happy that my late husband brought me here and that I have been able to live in this paradise for that long. Throughout these past years, I have been fortunate enough to sing with a choir, Pro Musica, and the university choir, UABC, where I was a first soprano, now second soprano. And it's been a wonderful experience singing with these young people. And I'm still the grandmother of the choir and love it, and they are so wonderful to be with. I also volunteered at the Battered and Abused Women's Center, which is called Centro de Apoyo a la Mujer Ensenadense. And that took me a whole week to learn to say that, by the way. It's a women's center that helps women and families in distress. We were very fortunate to help a lot of families here with food and with items when their house burnt down and things like that. And it's a very, very fulfilling place. And there are still many of these places that need help, and volunteers are always welcome. I love waking up in the morning, lifting my head and seeing the sunrise. And I have seen some phenomenal sunrises and sunsets here. Living by the ocean is like a breath of fresh air. It's just beautiful. In my time in Ensenada, I have made very many wonderful, wonderful friends. When I first came and spoke no Spanish, they helped me a lot to learn Spanish. I'm fairly fluent. I can make myself well understood now. Everyone is most kind, most helpful. If I have a problem in the middle of the night, I can call my friend Benny, and he wouldn't gripe or grumble. If I called him at 2 a.m, he would say, "Yes, Margaret, I'll be right there." And he has been a friend ever since we moved here. And he's been a wonderful friend, as have many, many others here in Ensenada that have become wonderful friends. I love walking on the streets, and where I live, it's quiet. If I walk downtown, which I love to do during the day or the evening, if there's an event in the evening, I have no qualms about walking there alone or with a friend, because everyone is there to help. My motto is, a stranger is just a friend you have not met yet. Oh, food is my favorite thing. Being German, growing up at the French border, I must admit, my great-grandmother made quiche before we knew it was quiche. So I grew up with very good food, and sometimes I'm a little snobbish with my food. But here in Ensenada, you can find restaurants of all kinds with the most fantastic food. And of course, in season, the lobster is to die for. Steaks are excellent. There are many good steakhouses here. Taco stands are fantastic. One of my friends that has a taco stand right downtown, she ended up winning second prize for street food in Japan. And it's just a cute little stand here in Ensenada. So that's the kind of quality of food that we have here. If you visit Ensenada, you better be prepared to fall in love. Not necessarily with a person, but with the city. My deceased husband came here in 1947, fell in love with the city, and decided then and there, at age 18, 19, that he was going to retire in Ensenada, which is what we did. And my test was to come to Ensenada to see if I felt the same way. And obviously I did, because here I am 40 years later and still loving it. You couldn't ask for better medical. My deceased husband had to be hospitalized here in Ensenada. The doctor himself met us at the door. The nurses give much better care than any hospital that we were in the United States. They care, they answer when you call. I just can't say enough about the kindness and the love of the people here. The Mexican people are just wonderful people to be with, and I wouldn't trade them for the world. My favorite hotel, which I actually saw being built, is the Hotel Corral. It has the nicest pool, it has the gym, it has your place for your boat. If you want to come in by boat, you're right here. I happen to love sailing, so this is also my go-to place to go sailing. And many of my friends have their sailboats here. And when I see a sailboat and get on one, all of my problems, no matter what they be, melt away. The only thing I can say is leave yourself lots of time, because the food is too good. You just want to keep trying different places and trying different recipes, and also the different stores downtown. I have friends. I had a store here for 10 years, by the way, and so a lot of the downtown people still remember me, and you get anything you want, from beautiful handmade clothes, handmade jewelry. I'm wearing a piece right now that was handmade by a young lady that I worked with when I had the store, and I still work with her because her stuff is just so outstanding. So you will find treasures here that you will find nowhere else in the world. I'm going to tell you my Mexican name because since I am a permanent resident here, my Mexican name is Margit Dorothea Weishar Eichelhart de Gantt. Now that's a mouthful, and I need a whole page to write it, but it makes me feel like a queen.